floats around, and you can use it to reposition portal again to resume fighting. And when you're a portal, you can always hit the sub button again to cancel it earlier if you want to. Better than time space hop, I hear some of you asking. Well, maybe. I think there's an argument to be made for sure. It has a 30-second cooldown, which is the same as time space hop. But the thing is, with time space, you can actually attack out of it, and with this one, you can't. You'd have to deactivate it first. But the mobility on this substitution is a lot better. And some would say positioning is a better tool to have. I personally would say yes. This is slightly better than time space, but it is debatable. I don't think there's any doubt that this is an S-rank substitution, though. This
Something's going on in the back.
Might be worth it just for this, in case you're not a heal type. That's a great start. Let's talk about her jutsu. 80 Gods Vacuum Fists. It's basically a JoJo ability. We've seen this before on attack types with Baryon mode, and now heal types get it as well, but it is slightly different. First of all, you only get the full duration of this move if you mash the jutsu button. I believe this is the first jutsu that can be mashed. In 5 years, they've never done this. Good job, Shinobi Striker. Still innovating. Now, if you don't mash the ability, you only get these 2 punches. It's still decent damage, but it's better if you're mashing. However, you can only mash if the first punch hits the opponent. If you miss, the barrage will simply not happen. Other than that, it is surprisingly similar to Baryon mode's barrage. The move has super armor, so it will power through opponents' attacks, and it also disables substitutions while it is hitting, so it guarantees the full damage is dealt. It's unblockable, so it will counter stuff like Susanoo armor, no problem, which is always good to have as a heal type, and it deals really good damage. It doesn't look like a heal type jutsu at all, but at the same time, I'm happy that healers got something like this. Healers need to fight back sometimes. To me, this is an A-rank jutsu, and I didn't rank it higher because 1, it feels like they stole Baryon mode's homework for this, and 2, you can actually interrupt it, which stops it from being completely broken. You can use an unblockable jutsu like Amaterasu or Universal Pull, so it's not quote-unquote free to do, but still, it requires some specific jutsu to get countered, so more often than not, you'll be fine just going in and out.
There's no copy of anybody.
For Murderous Bone Ash. This jutsu launches 2 bone projectile at the opponent, and if they hit, the target will take continuous damage. On the other hand, if they miss, they will disappear into another dimension and try to hit the target again. Also, this projectile is completely unblockable, and it sounds like a projectile that simply does not miss. However, that is not the case. This is why jutsu descriptions sometimes sound broken, but in reality, it's pretty bad. The tracking on this jutsu is horrendous. If you don't hit it at first, the chances of it correctly seeking out the target are minuscule. Sometimes it will hit through walls, so catching someone by surprise camping is definitely possible, but it's so unreliable that you just cannot trust it. The best way to hit with this jutsu is to make sure the target is in front of you so you don't miss to begin with. The one thing I like about this jutsu is the potential for a new type of gameplay. If you have a range type buddy, maybe you could make a damage over time build, because this applies a new type of damage debuff, so you could stack it with poison and fire damage. It's kind of theoretical for now, but it is a possibility. Even then, I don't think this jutsu is very good. I'm not a fan of unreliable jutsu, and on top of it, it has a 17-second cooldown, which is just too long for what this is. So I'm giving it a D rank. That said, it's not hopeless. Some balance changes could make it better. It's happened before. Heck, it happened right now in this patch. You know how Sakura last battle had this jutsu that buffed everyone around her but didn't actually heal? Well, they changed that. It now applies a healing over time buff. Back then, I gave this jutsu a D rank, and now I consider it to be an A rank jutsu. That changes Sakura's value so much, it's insane. So maybe the same could happen for this in the future, but what won't be needing a buff anytime soon is Kaguya's ultimate. Ame no Minaka is the ultimate of all time. Enemies around you all get teleported into the lava stage. Your allies do not, so yes, you could be in a 1v4 situation. But this ultimate comes with a defense and speed buff, and all of your attacks have super armor, making you pretty tough to kill. We tested it out. I let my friends just attack me without me countering, and this is how long it took them. The defense buff here is really good. Your jutsu will become the dimension, so you can freely swap between the lava and the ice, and your moveset changes depending on where you are. In the lava, your light attack is this pretty big lava wave that catches a wide radius, and the strong attack just puts up a lava wall. In the ice, your attack becomes these projectiles, and the strong attack puts up this huge dome that freezes everyone caught by it. But since you lose your jutsu and your attacks, the only thing you keep going into these dimensions is your ninja tool and your substitution, so keep that in mind when building a loadout with this. The ultimate ends 30 seconds after you activate it, or if every enemy you caught within it dies, except for this one time when it didn't. Hello? Enemies can still use jutsu and ninja tools normally. The only thing they lose is their ultimates. They cannot use ultimates while in this dimension. And I guess they also lose access to the real stage. Now, heal types are a class that already had a couple of ultimates that simply win games. Izanami and Infinite Tsukuyomi, just having these is enough to turn the tides of a match. So some might say that this ultimate isn't that big of a deal. But I cannot stress enough how big of a deal this is. Because this ultimate charges faster than those other two and has the potential to do just as much damage. Here's a common situation in competitive. There's a stalemate. It's a 4v4, no one can get a kill because everyone's playing super well. So what we're doing here is basically building ultimates to tip the balance of the match. And I get it first because my ultimate builds faster, and bam, 3 opponents get trapped in the lava stage. My team on the outside kills the other enemy while I kill 2 of them inside and finish the other as soon as the ultimate ends. Full team wipe, enemy team rage quits. S-rank ultimates, making Kaguya an S-rank DLC. Oh my god. The best way I've found to counter this ultimate is just to run away if you get caught. The attacks within these dimensions are slow enough that you can dodge them from afar. But even if you cannot kill everyone inside this dimension, you waste so much of their time by just catching them in the ultimate. It allows everyone on your team outside to just play the objective and get a huge upper hand. 30 seconds in base or flag battle is enough to lose the game. So this, folks, is a fantastic way to close out Season 6. And I'm really looking forward to the next one. It seems that next month we're going to get a really funny ultimate for range types, but that's going to have to wait until the next video. Until then, don't forget to enter those rich sweepstakes. Imagine getting the best wallet you've ever had and also winning a car. It could happen today. And now that we have Storm Connections coming out soon, what does the future of Naruto games look like? Are these 2 Naruto games going to be able to coexist? I talk about that in this video right here. Check it out if you're interested, and I'll see you next time. Bye. We're about to enter an era of Naruto games that we have literally never seen before. For the first time ever, 2 Naruto games will be competing with each other and launching DLC at the same time. Naruto Storm Connections and Naruto Shinobi Striker. I want to talk about how these 2 games will coexist in the future or completely eat each other up, but also hard, which is to look far into the future. What comes after Connections? What comes after Shinobi Striker? Will there ever be a Storm 5 or a Shinobi Striker 2? Let's talk about it. This video is brought to you by Raycon. Ready to enjoy the wonderful summer weather? Make sure you do so with your Raycons because they are an absolute game changer. Whether you want to exercise, travel, listen to music or podcasts because they sound great, have a really comfortable fit with great noise isolation, an incredible battery life with 8 hours of playtime, especially when paired up with a case that can charge them on the go. I recently flew from Portugal all the way to LA, and I thought for sure my Raycons were gonna die at some point, because I did spend more than 18 hours traveling. But what do you know, they lasted the whole way through. I don't think I ever heard them go out of battery. You can tap the earbuds to toggle between 3 customizable sound profiles, as well as noise isolation and awareness mode. And they offer these earbuds in a range of fun colors and patterns with a variety of fit options and no dangling wires or stamps. You'd think something this good would be very expensive, but with Raycon, you're paying half the price for the same, if not better, quality earbuds. You can get a pair plus a spare and still spend less than you would with some of those other options out there. Raycon was co-founded by Ray J, and celebrities like Snoop Dogg are I want to start off by saying that not everyone expected there to even be an active Naruto game right now. Naruto Shinobi Striker was not developed to have this long of a lifespan, and you can see it all over the place in the game's design. I mean, this is not a fun way of browsing through your equipment, because they never expected to have that much equipment in the first place. But because it was successful, they scrambled, they extended the game's life, they gave it extra seasons of DLC, and now it's still getting updates. In fact, I think it's getting more updates now than ever before, with a DLC character every 2 months and a DLC jutsu in the months in between. As for Storm Connections, the narrative was that CC2 was done with the series. Naruto ended, and the Boruto transition wasn't great. This is something everyone talks about, by the way. Naruto is more popular than Boruto. Boruto was a failure. But to actually sit down and look at how much bigger Naruto was than Boruto, it's kind of insane. Naruto is one of the best-selling manga of all time with more than 250 million volumes sold. Boruto, on the other hand, well, these are the most recent numbers we have, and if you add them all up, you get 3.7 million copies sold, which is a good number, but looking at this downward curve, it's not looking good to come even close to those numbers.
It's because of YouTubers just downplaying Boruto, not understanding the series of itself.
That it failed to meet expectations.
I think I watched this video already. Yeah, I already have.
戦闘開始。行くぞ。それ。
Kunai. I tried to dominate in the fight. That's what I was trying to go for. A game of domination. Because he kept rushing in. And he would stay there, so I just rush in. What are you doing, bro? What? I don't want to use the chairs.
Why?
No. It took me 30 minutes to get over itching. I'm just gonna use this. That's why when I itch, I don't like it at all. I'm like, what the heck? It takes a while for me to stop itching. So, to combat that, I'm using a stool where it is tiny and I will see something coming on it. And I will grab it and be like, no. And I'll talk to the roach and be like, no. The roach is gonna look at me like, what the? Wait, what? And then the roach is gonna realize it's talking, and then we're gonna have a full-blown conversation. I'm like, yeah, man, you're not good for my skin. Unless you know how to take a shower or something, you gotta go. And then he goes back and talks to his friends, and their friends start talking. And then I develop a friend with the roaches, and now I own a roach gang. Now I can command a whole bunch of roaches to go do my deeds. Get money? No, I'm just kidding.
本気で行くぞ。戦闘開始。本気で行くぞ。
極上壁。
よっ甘いぜ。
行くだろ。
真の術。真の術。
良い試合運びだったな。どうする？
There's this gloom. Oh, it's the lights.
戦闘開始。勝負だ。よっ。
青春の
the order. Contain the fights. That's my job. Yep.
当然の結果だ。
I gotta do something like this so I can be able to get out of places and be able to fight people, since they're like doing a lot. I won't do a lot when it's one person, but when it's multiple people, that's when I gotta do more than I should, really. Boruto. This nigga's stupid. Boruto. That's his name. Choose skills that work well with your role type and play style. So bad, if I didn't direct, wait, I just made it obsolete by training 8. Pull up on him and I shoot him like gang. I'm just chilling with my homies. I should know, babe. Okay. Damn, well, ain't that something to say? Ain't nobody on my team. Just me and myself and well, we just me. Pull up, rolling deep. All you see is the M and all you see is the M and E. That's me. You know what I'm saying? That's all you see. It's just me. Today and heavyweight. Right, hold up, I'm gonna shoot him. Hit him just in spite. Hit him just like, feel like the Dark Knight. Hit him just in, almighty. I feel like almighty. Feel like I didn't.